Hey everybody, welcome back to another Udyr guide. Today we're going to be doing top lane and we're going to be playing Phoenix. And I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate all the support you've given me in the YouTube comments, and it really helps keep me motivated and keep making videos. The guides seem to be the crowd favorite, so I'll probably keep making a lot of guides. This build, it's all about doing the most damage we possibly can early on, but then transitioning into being pretty tanky by the end. Now when this item is fully stacked, which takes 4 basic attacks, it has a 200% gold efficiency, which means that the stats that you get from it would normally cost you twice as much gold. The only catch is that it takes the 4 attacks to reach that point, so how do we minimize that length of time that we're weak? Well, we just buy attack speed. But actually in the runes, I run 29% attack speed for that reason. And after the Gwinsu's, our second item will be more attack speed. So for the attack speed option, we're going to pick either Nashor's or Wit's End. Nashor's is the most common, and Wit's End would be only as a defense versus, like if you're losing versus AP, that's the only time you would build Wit's End. Then third item is going to be a Sheen item, because Udyr always needs a Sheen item, whether it's Iceborne or Trinity Force. For boot options, I would say Swiftness, pretty much always, unless you need the defense. Then after all that, we're going to have 2 slots left to do targeted defense. So we can either look at the scoreboard, see who's the most fed in the enemy team, or we could look at our death recap, see where most of the damage came from, whether it was physical or magic, and base our defensive choices on that. This is just some pretty self-explanatory endgame builds. They all have Gwinsu's. They all have 1 attack speed item, 1 Sheen item, 2 defense items. For the runes, 29% attack speed. The yellows are going to be flat armor. The blues are going to be scaling magic resist. So everything the same as if I was playing jungle Phoenix. And then for the masteries, Thunderlords. And then instead of taking the CDR, we're already going to have 40% CDR most of the time. So we don't really need this extra CDR. So we'll just take the damage instead. Everything else pretty standard. I like to start with Corrupting Potion because it helps me farm up safely. Normally, I'm not going to win trades as much as I am after my first recall, so I'd rather just play it safe and farm up. As long as I can farm on an equal level as my opponent, I'm going to actually end up stronger than him after my first item. So that's my goal. And if I see him like trying to push me off his minions like this, I'm just going to let him do that, and I'm just going to wait for him to push to my tower because there's really not much I can do in the first few levels. If you need to heal yourself up from being poked down, you can just sit in turtle stance and have endless life steal without needing to spend any mana. Also, if you sat in Phoenix stance, it's a good way to do trading in lane without spending any mana, if you are able to attack without getting attacked back. Like if you're versus a Singed or a Garen, you can poke with Phoenix more easily while you're just farming. So right there in that little skirmish, I used all my cooldowns and then I left, and like we came out pretty even. I didn't decide to chase him any further than that because the minion aggro would have definitely killed me. Right here, I'm deciding to jump in on him, so I got my passive stacked up and I flashed in. He had just barely enough to survive, but I do have enough for my first recall. So after I have enough for either a pickaxe or a blasting wand is when I'm gonna try to recall. And then I'll pick a pickaxe if I want the stronger all-in close range 1v1, but I'll build a blasting wand if I'm against a opponent that I can poke without being poked back, like Singed or Garen, something like that. If they're gonna jump on me, if I need to fight to the death, definitely go pickaxe because the blasting wand isn't gonna do much for me then. My standard trading order is to start with Phoenix, and then Turtle Stance, and then Bear Stance. So pretty much every time, start with Phoenix, Turtle Stance, Bear Stance, and then run away. He can't keep up with you after you run away. So again, Phoenix, Turtle, Bear Stance. Look at that. Look how much damage he took, and look how much I took. Like none. So at this point, there's no coming back for him. Especially since I don't really need to spend mana to keep doing at least a little bit of damage with him. So he's really scared. He's just spending mana to stay away from me now. And I didn't see my teammate coming, but I guess I'll take that free kill. Thanks, man. So now I have enough to recall. I'm gonna recall instead of taking out the tower. I want to keep the tower up because the more minions that that tower kills, the less minions that Graves gets to kill. So that's why you don't want to like instantly kill the tower if you're winning lane. You can deny the enemy as much farm as you can, but you gotta find a balance between that and getting the global gold when you need it for your team. So now I know that I'm gonna be able to beat him in a 1v1. I noticed that he's spending a lot of mana. Look how low his mana is. So I use shield here. That's a good indicator that I'm about to run in. So I'm attack moving in front of, or behind him where he wants to go. So there's no chance that he can get away. You can see he dashed. I was still in range to attack him after the dash. And that's why attack moving is so important. Now I will take out the tower. Oh, never mind. But I have enough to finish Winsu's. So once I got that, there's no stopping me now. I'm gonna teleport back. Hi, Skarner, what are you gonna do? You gonna come gank me? Come gank me, bro. Graves just used his smoke screen and his Q. So right here, I decided to take the 2v1. I already did a lot of damage, so I realized right here that I could probably just kill them both. So I run in, stun them both, finish off this guy, and then I'm going to keep attack moving with this guy to try to not let him get away. Sure enough, he flashes. I was already in range of him to attack him after his flash, so he's dead too. Now, I'm going to finally kill the tower though, because I feel like I should probably try to help my teammates at some point. So, after I push down the tower, I am free to roam. So I'm going to head down the bot lane while waiting for Graves to push that all the way back. These guys look like they have it warded, so I'm just going to continue into the enemy jungle. I'm not scared of Skarner because, remember, I just 2v1'd him. So what's going to happen when I find him alone in the jungle? He's going to run for his life. And I guess I'll just take Dragon. Look at the Graves. He still hasn't pushed. So he's obviously intentionally freezing it now. But I just got to do Dragon for it, so I'll take it. And try bot lane again. They're obviously still warded. I'll take this. I will take this. Just because my mid laner's dead and my jungler's dead and I have 4 kills. Push this. And I'm just going to recall because I have teleport. So, swiftness boots. Now, you can see my clear speed is a little bit higher now that I got that attack speed. I guess I'll take out Rift Herald real quick. One important thing about taking out Rift Herald is afterwards you want to survive longer than 15 seconds. Unlike me. Sad day. I will remember that though, Yasuo. I'm coming for you next. This kill right here though is a really good example of the attack moving. So after I flash, I just attack. I'm pretty much moving at the same speed as he is, even though I'm attacking at the same time. So it's just a good example of. Look at that. I mean, like he's not even attacking for most of that, and I'm still moving at the same speed as him. Because Udyr is so fast, and his attack speed is so fast, where you can fit in a lot of animations, a lot of movement. So right here, come for Yasuo. I remember what happened. We got some unfinished business. I got that lucky stun right when he used his knock-up, so blocked his ult. All planned. Dragon number 2. Trying to lock down the Skarner, but I don't have any mana. You can just hear me slapping the crap out of him with Bear Stance. And I almost died, but I survived. Had just enough mana to shield at the last second. So, let's try bot lane again. This time, I'm at base, gonna teleport in, home guards. Porky attacked me, so it slows me down a little bit. I think we do get one of these guys killed though. And oh yeah, this part. So Corky thought I was running away, so I expected him to come toward the bush, so I decided to run back around. And he, sure enough, easy. Just pushing top lane again. After this wave, there's no reason for me to stay in top lane until the next wave, so I'll just go into the enemy jungle. Ooh, what's this? We got a Skarner, we got a blue buff. It's like a buffet. So I'm just gonna wait here. He starts a blue buff like an idiot, thinking like I'm scared or something. I'm gonna run away. And again, I'm going to be attack moving this Graves. You can see after his dash, after his flash, I'm still in range. So now down in bot lane, trying to trap these guys at this tower because they're trying to defend it. But they don't realize that they're suddenly trapped. So that's one of the things I like to do with Udyr, is always run around the perimeter to either trap people somewhere or to, like right there, to catch whoever gets separated from the group. Getting more and more kills. So I think we're about to kill everybody on the entire team. Although it's not an ace because Tarek respawned. Zed comes in from behind and finishes this guy off. Alright, so we got them all. So this fight didn't help much because by the time I got there, my team had pretty much handled everything. So the game's pretty much over now. Just decide to flash on a Tarek. Watch how much this Graves misses his Q by right there. Oh my god. And then watch the smoke screen. Oh my god. Yeah. So, I mean, if people want to hit me with anything, they're going to have to predict my movement. And if I'm moving so fast, it's pretty hard for them to get it right. And that's the kind of thing that happens. So here's just me chasing him into his base. So I cut him off so he couldn't get to his fountain. And if you look at my items, I'm not even that tanky, but I can just sit under lasers pretty safely. And I'm gonna just tank this tower. I think even without my Sejuani, I could probably kill it on my own, because Sejuani doesn't do too much damage to the tower. And why not just take dragon number 3? Baron to close out the game. Just gonna take one more team fight to end it. So I'll take this time to say thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next time.